Hey, Jamie, you said take care of yourself, and I think that's worth talking about. All this talk about life and loss has gotten me thinking about my own health. I've been to a doctor, like a doctor, since I was a kid. I mean, I've gone in when there's been specific things wrong with me, like a broken arm or a couple trips to the ER when I've been especially freaked out about something. But I haven't gone for like a checkup in ages. I'm bad at that stuff, like really bad. But to make it worse, I'm also one of those people who looks up symptoms online, so I can't even tell you how many different kinds of cancer I've had. One time I had to go in for an ultrasound because I was convinced I had testicular cancer. I had to go into this little room with these fancy machines and strip down and go through a complicated series of, I don't know, like cloths, just to get the necessary things exposed without exposing any unnecessary things. The lady running the show was very professional, and to be fair, the whole ordeal went down without anyone having to see any more of me than they'd hoped for, at least not on the outside. It turns out it was absolutely nothing. I was totally fine. But I did get to hear the sound of blood flowing through my testicles, so that worked out. But I do this thing where I obsess over little details that are probably nothing until I turn them into something. I let kinda, sorta, not feeling so great dominate my thoughts, and I convince myself I'm dying, and I end up forgetting to live. And it always plays out in pretty much the same way. I convince myself that I'm dying, and all hope is lost, and I don't even want to bother going to see a doctor because they're just going to give me the bad news, and I don't want to hear it. And then a few weeks or whatever later, I'm feeling more or less fine again, and I decide there's no need to follow up on whatever was going on. And I don't want to sound like I'm making light of anything. I know that I have real problems with anxiety, and sometimes it compounds, and the process and results are genuinely terrifying, sometimes crippling. I think 2015 should be the year I finally start getting, like, real medical care. You know, annual checkups and physicals and whatever that thing is where they stick cameras in you. Grown-up stuff. Part of me is still scared that something's gonna turn up. And what if it's something that could be, like, easily cured if I just gone in the first time I thought I should go see a doctor, but now I've waited too long and I'm just screwed. Wouldn't that be great? But I think I'd rather take that chance than spend the rest of my life scared. I think the trickiest thing about that feeling is that it comes with a sense of loneliness. Like, there's nobody else out there that's as crazy as you are, and you're all on your own, and nobody else has ever thought these thoughts before, which is absurd. But hopefully somebody has and can help take the edge off of my embarrassment. What about you? What are you doing to take care of yourself?